First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Houston Texans. The first of three here on Thanksgiving Day. The Texans and Lions underway from Detroit. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 21-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Goff. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From the gun, here's Goff. And Hill has it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Gain of 9. Brings up.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. To the air again. Goff. Incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Faking the give, now Watson. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. A 5-yard pickup.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsay. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon. On
1st down, Watson. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air. Nice chunk of yardage there. And then an
open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans.
Brandon Cooks. Touchdown.
Brandon Cooks. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans have taken the early lead. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Texans 7, Lions nothing.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run here with Swift. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
We really didn't have any doubt that he was going to be one of the top-rated rookies coming into the league, especially as a runner. And he's given us no reason to change our minds. That's a big-time run, and the production that he showed us in college is translating very well into the National Football League.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
They'll try the air now with Goff. That is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. That's caught. The tight end Hill. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
10 at the 40-yard line.
Out of the gun. Goff. He'll drop this down to Williams. We'll call it a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
At the Texans,
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Play action. It's Goff. Incomplete. That's Williams. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, But now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Throwing again is gone. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Texans 7, Lions nothing.
First and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Goff throwing again. It is caught. It's Perriman. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Again, Goff. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Detroit Lions, first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Goff. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Brings up 2nd.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our own?
Looking for Hockenson, and he's got it. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And his kick is good.
That ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
Watson on first down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. They'll run with Lindsey. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Touchdown.
Phillip Lindsay His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Texans have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Goff now looks to throw. Open here is Allison. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 15 yards on the play. First down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Off play action. Here's Goff. They'll roll him out right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Goff now to throw. And going deep for Hill. It's caught inside the 35. A game there of 30 big ones.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable, so they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Second and 10. Goff again. And hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Gone.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
A 48-yard attempt.
And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept you in a lot of games. And now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
On first down, it's Watson. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Out of the gun, Watson. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
First down, Houston.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. He and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Texans.
Again, it's Watson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And it's second down. Throwing again is Watson. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. A shotgun snap for Goff. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Goff. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players. And glad to have you because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
47-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
And it is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks. As the first half is winding down, and the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Texans 21, Lions 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And beyond the the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and that'll bring up second down.
Incomplete. DeAndre Baker there defensively.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. A final shot before break here. Goff looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and Hilliard will elect to not return it. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Jamie Collins.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Then they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Touchdown, Houston. Marquise Goodwin with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Once again, it's Swift. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Ordinarily in short yardage, most people don't run a toss because it takes a little bit longer to develop. But some teams see it as a very physical type run because the amount of people that get out in front of the runner, offensive linemen, tight ends, sometimes an extra back, they like to run that play there and try and run over people.
On first down, Swift. Past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 31 yards there and a first down.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
On 1st and 10, Goff. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Detroit Lions, first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
Complete.
Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On 2nd down, Williams. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Throwing on 3rd, gone. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
Flushed out right. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
2nd and goal from the 1. Now it's gone. And it is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Hunter Bryant with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lions were able to draw a bit closer.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
It's up and good, and it's now 28-14.
Makes the score Texans 28, Lions 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Trey Flowers there on the tackle. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll go again with Lindsey. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try the air now with Watson. Deep ball for Goodwin. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because they had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
And this one will wind up with him losing losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. We're on to the fourth here on Thanksgiving Day. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. There's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
From the 2-yard line.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game, and the Texans will extend their lead.
That's a really nice play concept there. Bootleg him out to the right. They're going to move the pocket and try and keep the rush away from him. I love that he was able to throw back against the grain a little bit and find a receiver cutting from the backside of the formation across the middle.
Taken in the end zone. The decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play, 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, Goff. And his pass incomplete. The tight end Josh Hill was the target, and it's 3rd and short. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll run on first down. Swift. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Swift, the ball carrier.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the 38, Goff. In the double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. That interception, maybe the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the break, celebrating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Houston. It's another touchdown pass for Deshaun Watson, his 5th of the afternoon. And the Texans push further out in front. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff position? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. To be frank, you really have to feel for them. This is appearing to not be their week yet again. So another loss in the cards as they trail big in quarter number 4. And this will wind up the Lions' first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
39-yard line.
Running is Swift. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Defensively, it was Tremont Smith with the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage. But you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 43. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43. Now it's Swift. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Zach Cunningham, the leading tackler in the AFC in 2019, is there defensively. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
1-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
At the 38-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. That is called experiment. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 13-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
From the red zone now, Goff. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
We go, 76, 76.
Back to throw, Goff. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Well, this is what happens happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. This is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this Texans defense stands tall. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Texans, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Indianapolis next week. Meanwhile, for Detroit, the losses continue to mount as they drop to 0-11 on the year. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.